Okay, so I believe everyone is on the slide. Okay, so you can see welcome everyone for our finance FL meeting on 20th of April 2017. So you can see the agenda here. We just done our check-in, so we'll go with review, focus, finance standard on budget, Q&A for GFB budget, GFB survey, and also checkout. So next, something on review. So why I actually wanted to have this space is actually pull everyone back and review what we actually done together from starting from February until today. Okay, so of course your term officially start February. However, we actually already met each other during WNC. Okay, so you can see I would say this is the achievements. Like for example, on February we have our finance summit, right? And then in there we actually discuss about the timeline of everything. Oh wait, sorry, I I should share screen. I didn't share screen. Sorry for that. Yeah, okay, here. Yes, so yes, we had actually our finance summit on February, and then we talk about the role of finance, how important is finance. We talk about the budget. We talk about travel cost sharing, and then we talk about also what is the uh, wave implementation, how to implement wave. So right now you can see we actually successfully implementing wave. Everyone is actually started to use that for your payment, to record your invoice, issue invoice and everything. Then we have also GFB coding implementation. Every LC right now you have your coding, which prepared by Kenny in the spreadsheet. Yeah. So next we actually have the one that I mentioned just now, budget template, where we have actually more detailed breakdown on the expenses. Yes, because previously what we have is only two categories, which is either exchange expenses or non-exchange expenses. Right now we have more detail, like we divided into fixed cost, direct cost, indirect cost, and also reserve and also uh, initiative, right? Yeah, so we have a clearer breakdown breakdown for LC. You can see how much that you spend actually in this particular part of the budget. Then yeah, we submitted our SONA quarter one data. The report just released yesterday, so I will check it out. I see something a bit weird. For example, the profit data is less than is negative. So I will still need time to actually look into that and see how to interpret that data. Okay. So next we actually started our finance standard education. Okay, so this is something actually it started last week, last meeting up with Maya, that he actually introduced us the 6 standards. Okay, in finance standard we have 6 standards in total. After discussing with Cynthia, we actually wanted to focus for LC. We will focus on budget and also report. Okay, so we wanted to achieve like budget and report completion in LC, means that LC clearly know how to do budget, how to track it, and also how to do financial report. So no worry, later on we will do it together with everyone, including all the education. That's why it's very important for everyone to attend all the meeting, because if you see the meeting here, we actually have like updates from me, and then we have education. So it's needed and it's also uh, the best. The most that I encourage is every time the meeting you can attend, so that you can follow up on the education. Okay, so later we'll have starting with education on budget. Okay, then also we have travel cost sharing. You can see this is actually a link. Please, 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 if you can click here, right? I really need everyone to feed up your data. For example, UPM, TU, and Sunweb, we do not have the data for your actual expenses. Okay, and then for those already filled up, can you also please check on your amount? Is it correct amount? Okay, because if we do not have all the data here, the formula will not work correctly. Okay, so you don't need to fill it out right now. It's just a point of information. You can do it after the meeting. Okay, I need everyone to check again on your actual input and also your actual cost that you spend for everyone. We cannot put 0 here because the formula will not work correctly here. Okay, so we can do it later. Okay, we can do it later. Okay, come back on the slide. So we have our MCVP finance and legalities for 1718 Cynthia. We elected someone to be full-time on this role. So and also the last one is I very appreciate and I feel very happy because just now in check-in we heard about our people say, oh, I actually have a lot deal that is on assignment, on presentation. I actually facing like a lot exam as well. Still, I'm very happy that everyone are still be here with us. There's no one leave the role. I'm so happy about that. Cool. So far this is what I can think of on the achievement and the progress that we are making so far from the term start February until today. So just want to ask, is anyone have anything that you would like to celebrate together? That you can put it here. Yes. Anyone that you would like to celebrate together that you think I miss out, that you can share the joy together with everyone? Hello? Yes? No?
No from me.
Okay, thank you. Okay, you know like why? It's always Wei Pui and Cynthia replying me. Cynthia, you know, before this, when you haven't get elected, it's only Wei Pui, the one that reply me. Right now I have 2. Okay, can I get more people to respond? So do you agree with all the achievement that we have and also the progress that we made so far from February until today? Do you feel proud of yourself? Do you? Yes? No?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yay!
To be honest, there's actually a very huge step being like progressing, because before this we do not have any like accounting software. We always do in like tracker. And then before this also we didn't like when I was VP finance, we don't have any like finance standard. We always know like, oh, there's like a standard for exchange and there's no like this thing. It's not being like we always think about like only exchange. We have that. It's no finance. People didn't think about that. And then also we have GFB coding. Hi Jianghua. So for GFB coding is easier if we wanted to do extract data. If you look into the GFB survey, it's actually arranged according to the format that we have. So personally, I think it's actually very huge step being stepped out. Still, we need to continue what we are doing right now. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, we have Cedar. Sorry, I forgot about that. Cynthia, can you help me to tap in? We have Cedar from Isaac in India to assist us and also give us coaching and also training and also education. Okay, cool. Let's move on. So, yes, we have Cedar. Okay, next is focus, which I think is something that we needed to be focused. I put it from today until May. Okay, so you can see here one thing is we need to submit our global finance sport survey. It's very important where I need to collect all the entity data and also have to combine with MC data. Okay, so reminder deadline is on 22nd of April, which is this Saturday. Okay, so the second part is be aware that we actually have action standard, the refresh action standard. Okay, so with this excuse me, so with this we need to ensure that action standard being implemented in this summer peak. Okay, because what if you understand as well, I mean, being aware that our measurement of success in Isaac is changed into number of complete. So number of complete consists of realization and also action standard fulfillment. Okay, so if you want your entity, you wish your entity to actually have the number of complete, then we need to ensure action standard implemented. Okay, so you can think about what's your role as finance to make sure that all the EP receive the standards. Cool. Yeah. Next is actually ensuring your budget for all the product in this summer. Okay. In the email, I reminded again the budget minimum at least we need to do it until December. Okay. I can explain here why. Mainly is because what I see is December is covered the whole summer peak. Okay, why? Because it's actually a cycle from attraction until brand advocacy. Some of the project we end on maybe August or early September. So the thing is, we need to do brand advocacy. We need to do for example, outgoing. We have to do debriefing for our return EP. Okay, so for incoming one, we have to collect the data for like impact and all the feedback. Okay, so making sure that your budget is collected, your draft your budget until September. Okay, so for example, IGV or the incoming one, you have to engage. You have to do like a meeting up with your enabler. Yeah, all these things. So make sure that we do we have our budget until the whole summer, which is until September. Okay. Yeah, so next is you can see here is about the finance standards and education. Finance standard education, which is for budget and also report. Yeah, so which is the tool that LC, I mean, we would like LC to be focused here. Is the basic one. I mean, among the six it's easiest to implement it, and we see the importance of LC understanding how to do it correctly on budget and also correctly on reporting finance. Yeah. So next, these two financial model assessment, something that for your information, something that Cynthia is working on right now. So she will be doing some assessment on the current financial model with the support by Cedar, Maya together on assessing our current financial model, and then maybe Cynthia will be proposing something on the term start, which is on August 2017. Okay, maybe Cynthia, do you have anything that you would like to let us know on the progress of financial model assessment?
Basically, we will be sending out like survey form, Google current LCVP, LCP, and also last term LCP and LCVP, since that they also have background. From there only we will like new model. But the new model, we will have like a test run. So using what Maya and I discussed will be, we plan to use the data from last year June until this year June, so that could test run how will the financial model be in July. So July will be our test run period. Then in August, like when new term start, we can officially like legislate that this new financial model. So currently, we are still planning out like an assessment question. All this could be sent out to the entity, the representative people.
Thank you, Cynthia, for the update. Yeah. So yes. So later, when you receive the survey, just put it as much as information that you have, as much as feedback or comment that you have, because it's very important input for us to make Isaac Malaysia, especially our finance better. Okay. So next, the last one is about CFO university. It's not about that I want to go university, or I understand that university is like Kuching, UMS, UUM, it's not CFO. Just for your information, Cynthia and me, we have to attend a course which is actually launched by AI. It's called CFO University. Yeah, so it's actually ensuring that we implement the finance standards in our entity, which is Isaac in Malaysia. So if we achieve the minimum percentage, we will receive a certificate in IC in Colombia to certify that IC in Malaysia we actually implemented financial standards. So for me and Cynthia, we attend the courses and everything. So we'll deliver down for everyone. Okay, cool. Any add-on, Cynthia?
No, but okay. In order for us to complete the course, we need LC support also,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Like for them to achieve the minimum finance standard also. So everyone just be cooperative.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, we need everyone. Okay, I will need to show my face. We need everyone. Cynthia, show your face faster. Together, we make
My
this happen.
webcam is not working.
Okay, I will show. Ding 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 ding. My eyes. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So for just keep everyone updated. We will always update everyone on the progress. I haven't started anything. Have you started anything, Cynthia? Any course?
I only the first phase introduction only.
I just log in and then I'll see never mind. Next time.
Okay.
Because RLC is coming. Okay, yeah. So there's deadline for everything lah. We need to complete everything by before IC so that we can get a certificate. Okay? Yeah, just stay tuned for that and then being understand as well in order to complete that is not only me and Cynthia effort, it's everyone effort together to make it happen. Okay? Cool. Let's see. Anyone have any other question for the review and also for focus? Or you think anything that we supposed to be put in and I forgot to put in? I think the one that I put in is mainly the focus. I think I didn't miss out anything. But yeah. Anyone have any question? Or you have doubts, you are not sure, why you are saying this thing, I don't understand, you need clarification. Anyone? Or do we need thinking time for this?
Grace.
Yeah.
Is it possible to understand like from HLC like what is their FL focus for this month also?
Yeah.
Like whether it's aligned with the focus that you mentioned.
Can. Is everyone okay with this? Like we would like to know also your focus. Maybe Cynthia, let's do it this way. Like because April is already half ma. You can put April and also May. What would be your focus?
Yep.
Okay, so you can just type. Okay, let me do it this way. Let me create another slide here. New slide. Yeah, on slide number 5. Okay, you can type entity finance focus. Okay, then you put your LC, your entity name there. Then we will see. Thank you for the suggestion, Cynthia. Okay, here. Come, don't shy. KP. Penang. I think Penang is not here, right? UTP, UTA, UPM.
Yep.
Okay. You can have your thinking time, and then you can key in whatever you have. There. Okay, maybe we can have like because we have actually quite more time, so you can think about that. You can take some time to key in. So what I will do, maybe I will play some soft music for everyone. Okay, one thing, right, when you are actually putting in, put as specific as possible so that we know maybe what thing that we can support. For example, if you wanted to put investment, maybe you can put, is there any specific focus product that you would like to invest in? Yeah, for example, Kuching, Subang, you did very good, like you put OGV and also IGV. Yeah, sorry, even though you are running that. Yeah, for example, you put investment, maybe it's like putting focus, which one that you put more of your focus there. Okay? Or for example, you want to put investment on which part? Is it on value delivery? Is it on enabler and anything? Okay? So put as specific as possible that you can. Okay. Thank you, Wei Pui, Kai Yi, and Yan Ming. Yeah. Uh, I think Cynthia, we can go through together, and if you have any question, we can ask here. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So for example, I have question like KP, UKM, and then Kuching, because you mentioned all you wanted to do like LC compendium. I just want to understand is that you don't have LC compendium and you want to create one, or you want to review and update the LC compendium.
For coaching, it is review and update.
Okay, means that you already have LC compendium, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How about KP and UKM?
UKM is also review and update.
Oh, okay. Oh, they type in the hangout, is it? Okay.
Only Yeming. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Investment. Kai Yi, could you also like mention a bit what do you mean by university merit here? This one. Is it something a new initiative that you would like to launch with your school authority?
When they student want to stay in college, they need to collect merit. So finance FL will be the one who engage with the university.
Oh,
Yeah.
so like if they join any activity, they will give them merit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cynthia, you have any question that you would like to ask them?
No, for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also think it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last part. Sufang, you say Isaac Coaching bank account. Do you mind to explain on this part?
Because I want to create the bank account is under Isaac Coaching. Yeah.
Okay. So you actually already assess the risk and everything and the way to do that, right? Because I remember during
I
WNC,
already consult my
yes.
school and my advisor, and they encourage us to do this thing.
Okay. Because remember we had this discussion during WNC.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're able to do it right, can you please share with us how do you successfully doing that and what is the procedure? Because so far for now, I don't think anyone have any like the entity bank account except Isaac Malaysia. It's not funny.
Okay, if I successfully to do that, and then I will write SOP for all. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah. So if we do not have anything, let's move on. Cynthia, can you help me one thing?
Yes.
Wait, let me check here. Is Maya here? Not yet, right? Okay.
Not yet.
So Maya, because he's actually teaching finance classes something. So he will be slightly late, like maybe 40 minutes late for this meeting. So I think can you also help me to check whether he ready and everything? Because I off my WhatsApp and everything. Yeah. So if we do not have any question on this focus, we will see after that I will see how later. I will see, for example, you can see here we have also investment on OGV attraction. Then it's also happening in Sunway, right? Sunway on OGV attraction investment. Maybe we can share if Sunway successfully do that, how is actually it working, and then you can share with UM. This is like what I see like collaborative together among the entity. Yeah, we can share information. For example, if UPM Kai want to do finance and administration booklet, what is that? What is the thing that I cover? And then we can share it together with all the with other entity, so that everyone can grow together as CFO of the entity. Okay? So I think this is a good suggestion that from Cynthia. Thank you, Cynthia, that we can see what is the thing that we can support from MC, and also what's the thing that we can share among our entity to grow together. Okay? Cool. Sorry, Kalai, I have to mute you. Yeah, so I think since because for next part, you can see here, for next part is actually about the finance standard, and Maya is already, he prepared the content and also everything, and then he will be presenting for us. However, he is not here yet. So what I'm thinking is I will switch a bit. I will put this part for him, and then I will move on to the next one, which is if anyone have any question for GFB survey. Okay, so I appreciate some of the entity. I think just now I checked a bit. UNMC is done. I think Utah is done as well. Like some of the entity already started to key in some part of the GFB survey. So anyone have any question? If for GFB in slide number 7. Yeah. So anyone have any question for GFB survey? That the one that I am asking everyone to fill it up. Yeah. Yeah, is that GFB survey link that Cynthia was just posted. Anyone face any problem on you are not sure how to key in the data and you need more guidelines? Maybe can I have Jessie? Jessie from UNMC. Hi Jessie.
Hi.
Yeah, okay. Would you mind to share like how long then you took to complete the survey and how is it? I mean your sharing. Is it difficult? Is it like which part you feel is it difficult for you to fill in the data?
I think it's quite easy.
Okay.
Because most of the data you can actually get it from if you completed your NTD budget, it should be quite easy for you. You just take whatever you fill in actual and then just put it in.
Yeah. Cool. So it's not hard to fill in, right?
Yeah, except for January though, because I have to go through all the the previous finance tracker and really calculate one by one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's all from me.
Thank you, Jessie. Yeah. So as what I mentioned, because we just submitted SONA. So in SONA, it actually include January, February, and March information. Yeah. So in there, right, you can directly extract whatever that you have in your budget, the actual part for February and January, you can key in, and also for the data that you are for January data, you can already extract because when you submit SONA, you already have the data, ma. Yeah. So it shouldn't be a big problem for your entity to fill it. Maybe for Sunway, you have to fill in two things because you have also did for YouSpeak Forum, right? There's also income and expenses from YouSpeak Forum. Yeah. Cool.
So this GFB survey is based on the SONA report format, right?
No, it's not based on the SONA report format. You can click in here. Let's go in here, okay? You haven't opened, is it? Okay.
No time. This week I got 4 tests away.
Okay lah. Hey, the thing is you have to submit because
I know. I think Saturday I got free time to start to.
You can see my screen, right? Yeah, you can see my screen right here, right now. Yeah, it is not exactly the format for SONA. The thing is like the category you can extract similar like from SONA because what it has is actually direct exchange revenue from each product. Like the earlier part is all the upper part is all revenue, and then the below part is all the costs for the product and then for conference and everything. So it's not hard for you to extract it. Okay, then you have your bank statement and everything here. And then the liability, yeah. So there's a formula there here, everything. So what you need to do is that you just need to fill in your tab, which is your UTP tab. At the end, it will generate LC, like the consolidated data here. Is that clear, Wei Pui?
So means like the accrual product contribution, I don't need to fill in.
Accrual. Wait, let me think. I think you need to fill in.
I need to fill in.
Yes. Because it's like the revenue that you get.
Okay. So actually my winter peak IGV the term end at January, so I also need to fill in at that exactly date, right?
Yes, because this is from January until March. So whatever happened on January, February, March, you have to key in.
Then how about
the what? Hello?
Let me check.
So wait. Here, right, if you are not sure each category, you can go into here. The second tab, there's an explanation of each account. You can see the link here. There's a video link. Every link is less than 1 minute. You can just check here if you have any question. If you're not clear. Yeah. So for example, what is PD-CR partnership means. You can click here and understand. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, anyone have any other question? No? If there is no, please give me a wave. Or you can just say no question. Or you need thinking time, sorry. Do we need time to think? Okay, cool. Thank you for the responses. And then we have Maya here. Hi, Maya.
Hello, Ritesh.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good. Okay, so I did some slightly changes on the agenda. Initially, you will go with your finance standard, then only GFB survey. Well, just now waiting you, I actually complete the GFB survey question if they have any question space. So right now is your space to deliver your education for us.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you have any slide that you would like to share?
Yeah, I was are you done with your presentation?
Okay. I think you can copy paste your link here, then we can follow on the link. And then please do share screen. Then we can follow your screen as well.
Okay, no problem. Actually, I will share the same slide that you share with me, like the Global Finance Board that they have presented. So I will just explain the same thing. But I just want to show, I just want to know that have you done on your part, so I can start my part, right?
Yes, it's your space right now. Okay, just for your information, you can have the space until like 7:25. Is it good enough?
It means how much?
How much?
How many minutes?
Around 35 minutes.
35 minutes. Oh, yes. Sure. So we can discuss out the presentation.
Yes.
And maybe can I say hi everyone? Hi.
Hi. You see, he's only Wei Pui. Hi.
Yeah.
Cynthia, your turn. Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia.
Hi.
So hi everyone. So I just came from my class. So I took one class, and right now I'm in McDonald's. So I'm on the way somewhere. So I hope we can continue with this. And I need a lot of feedback from all of you guys. So make sure that you can reply here.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, cool. So I will share my screen right now with you all.
Maya.
Yes.
Just in case when you are presenting, you feel weird because it's very silent, because all of us muted our microphone. Like some of us, our background might be noisy. So we will unmute if we have any question or we want to say.
Yeah. Okay? So that's right. Yeah, you can unmute your microphone and I can hear you properly.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone can unmute the microphone. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Can everyone see the budgeting slide? Because now I can't see you, so I'm just playing
Yes.
Okay. So just first a brief thing that I would like to know. I would like to share with you. I think it's a very normal thing that you might be knowing. Budgeting. So everything is mentioned here. What is budgeting? So budgeting is an action plan to achieve a set goal expressed in values or financial terms to be achieved in a set time frame under expected conditions. So if you go through the slide, it has mentioned everything that you are doing in your operation. But just to ensure that everyone is on the same page, we'll just discuss out with some practical examples or something, so that you can know that you can have idea. And even right now, I'm not sure that what is your level of understanding for budgeting. So maybe just I will come back to the slide, because I just want to see that what is the level of understanding from your side. So can everyone just reply that what is the level of understanding for budgeting or something, because right now I'm not sure that what is your understanding for budgeting. So maybe anyone can just write something. What do you mean by budgeting or something? Hello everyone. Yeah, before I explain everyone, like I just want all of you that you just reply something that what is your understanding. You can just simply type, or maybe you can simply speak what do you understand, because it should be interactive session. Right now I'm not sure that what is your level of understanding or what do you understand by budgeting or anything. So to go ahead, I need to understand your level of understanding. So I need your feedback. That's why I mentioned earlier that feedback is must required for this session. So you can use your microphone, so you can simply speak out something, or maybe you can simply text here. I hope everyone is getting what I'm saying. Yeah. So can anyone text here, like what do you like? Simple. I don't want a proper definition or something, but simply you can speak anything, like simply some words or any sentence, or maybe you can simply use your microphone and you can speak here.
Okay, I can go first. For me,
Yeah.
I think budgeting is actually means that I have this amount of money, and then how do I plan and allocate the money into each activity? Yeah, so this is what I'm thinking about budgeting. Like I have this amount of money, and what am I planning on how to use the money and how much I allocate on each activity? Yeah, and also with that, I will think about how much I will think in this allocate this money and what is the impact that I can get at the end of each planning. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? Yeah, thanks. I think someone wrote on here. Exactly. Yeah, perfect. Very good. The first response from Jean. Wonderful. Budget is a monthly finance direction to know how much we can spend and use. Okay. Even precise. Very good. Very good. Any other response? Like you all are. Like I think you all are having very good understanding. So it's easy for me to go ahead. Like, can I get any other feedback so that I can know? And you can I would advise, I would suggest or encourage all of you. You can use your microphone, as Grace mentioned. She spoke something. So if possible, you can also speak something. I think that's what we needed right now. Interaction. Okay, so I think again I will. Okay, wonderful. One more. For me, budgeting is the plan. Okay. Perfect. So I think can everyone hear me properly, or is there any disturbance, or is my voice cancelling somewhere? Just want to check. So you can just simply say yes or no. Are you all listening me properly?
Yes.
Or is my speed fast or slow? You can tell me. So
I think we can hear you clearly. It's just like your background environment is quite noisy for me, at least.
So there will be a bit sound background.
Yeah.
But is my speed is okay, or am I going fast?
Yeah. No, the speed is perfect. It's just the background is a bit noisy.
Okay. I will try if something can figure it out. But I'm in language, so I cannot reduce background. But I will try to speak loudly, so maybe you can hear properly. Okay. So as you mentioned, I think you all have a good understanding about budgeting. So what exactly budgeting means, any organization that they have their plans. So there will be a master budget where what you do basically as a CFO, what we do is translate entire plan, entire theory, entire strategy into numerical terms. So budgeting is something that we convert our budget, our plans, our strategies, how we are going to use in terms of numerics. So we convert into the numbers, because when it comes to finance, when it comes to monetary terms, we need to define everything and we need to calculate something. So we need numbers. So when entire organization is talking about like the plans and strategy for shortcoming objectives or goals, whatever they want to achieve, they decide their goals. So it's not that there is like sometimes there's a misunderstanding that financiers make budgets and then entire organization work upon the budget, but it's not the case. Actually, what happened that every organization they have their department. So every department or like every single portfolio, they decide their goals. So the first phase come in the place is that every organization, like their portfolio or their department, they set their goals for short term or like usually the period is in terms of 1 year. So every department they plan that what they want to achieve. So if like we talk about ISEC, in ISEC we usually all of the operational department they do X and Y. So your plan will be like what is your target, what you want to achieve. So we decide that these are the number of X and Ys that we want to achieve and these are the something expense that we are going to incur. So we set our goals, so this is our goals. And if we talk about back office, then there will be a marketing person who will be deciding that okay, this year I am going to use a virtual platform, so I will be doing this is marketing strategy. These are the things that I want to utilize. So every organizations like their individual portfolio or departments, they set their goals they want to achieve. So this is the individual portfolio budget. So like they have individual portfolio or department wise their plans. So we need to do like what financiers do. They convert their departmental strategies or goals into budget. So that is what called as department budget or like portfolio budget. And when you club all the portfolio into one, so that is like a synchronization of all the department strategy or goal. That's where the existence of organization vision or organization goal. So when we merge all, okay, I will share it. Okay, thank you, Sanjay. So I can share my screen. Okay, so as I mentioned, I think when I share the screen, I cannot see your feedback, but it's okay. I will continue. So when you club all the departments, strategies and set goal, you make organization goal. So that is what entire LC or entire MC or particular organization they want to achieve something in particular set of time or maybe 1 year. So to convert that goal into numerical terms, we need to make a budget. So it's like a conversion of goal into numerical terms or like numbers. So that is like it's already mentioned here. It's a numeric translation of action plan. So we convert the entire plan into numbers or maybe in terms of monetary terms. So what we do, we translate operationals like if operations are they're making their goal that they want to do this many numbers of X and Ds or like 100 X and Ds, then we need to ensure that to do 100 number of X and Ds, what are the expenses that they're going to do or what are the extra income that they're going to get. So what we will do, we will forecast. So like we'll forecast to do this performance. We need to go through this like a type of inflow and outflow. So like there will be certain types of money that is going to be inside. So it can be like income that is going to be we are going to receive. What are the liabilities or maybe what are the payments that we are doing? So it's inflow. And when we talk about outflow, then what are the expenses that we are going to make and what are the investment that we are going to make? So everything we have to consider and we have to keep into the budget. So at the end, if you like realize, you will understand that you have made all your plans, all your goals into a budgeted numbers or like in monetary terms. So you can, and what you do, another thing is the entire year plan you break down in the monthly or maybe some organization do it fortnightly. So like they review it like at least once a month. So every time when you review, you realize that you have to achieve this target, but you are not achieving it. So what you need to do, it's like then you need to review your budget and you need to be flexible. So maybe you can set your goal according to your achievement. So that is where you can review your budget. So budgeting is where you realize that these are the your actions. That maybe if you review your budget, you realize that you have estimated that you are going to perform. Maybe you are going to get this much flow but after 1 month of review of your budget, you realize that you are not able to achieve your target. So like just let's have an example that there is a quarter one. Like right now, you all are filling your survey as Grace mentioned. I think I would just like to see the screen because I'm not sure if anyone is right. Okay, yeah. So now I will just use this screen. So like right now, as Grace mentioned here, that like you need to fill a global finance board survey where you are going to fill the data of quarter one. So when you fill quarter one data, you will be doing actual numbers. So that time you will realize that if let's just talk about incoming global volunteers. So like for particular LC, if they have set the standards that okay, like they have IGV plan that for 1 year they are going to perform 100 exchanges. And if they break down in the quarter wise, their first quarter target was they have to do 25 exchanges, and for that 25 exchanges, they are going to get 2,500 RM income. But due to some situations, they could not do 25, but they did only 10. So that is where the budget they had budgeted 2,500 income, but they got only 1,000 income. So like still they perform under. So you need to when after quarter one, when you review your budget, you realize that you could not achieve your target. So that's why you need to think that what about next 3 quarters. So you have, like if possible, you can change the numbers if it's allowed. Like generally what happened in MC, they can review their budget quarterly, and all the LCs they can review their budget semester wise, so like half yearly. So what you can do, you can think again that okay, this is something that we targeted to, but now looking into the scenario or looking into the real situation, we think that this is not achievable. Or maybe sometimes if you have budget 25, but you can do easily 50. So sometimes you underestimate your performance. So like you have to budget more. So that's why you need to review your budget. So I think till here, is it okay for all of you? Like, are you there, everyone?
Okay, so like just now you say if you think that your performance can't achieve, means I can change the number for my budget, is it?
For next, so like when you, so that is if you are LC, then like you have to talk first to MC. So like you can change your semester budget. So it's like now as an LC, you can review your budget after 6 months. So like semester wise. So after 6 months, you need to review your budget. You need to see that what happened and what was your budget. And if you realize that you cannot achieve what you planned, then you can review your budget. So mean you can change the numbers. Right, Chris? Hello.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, so you can. You can change the numbers after 6 months. So it's like quarter one. After quarter two, you can do the entire process sitting with the AB. So, but this is something that you cannot do alone. So like this is where the entire AB need to sit together, and you all need to do a replanning. It's like the entire phase comes. So all the like as I mentioned earlier, that budget is not something that like financer decide the budget and operation will be following it. What you need to do is you need to get the data from the department. So like if it's IGV or whatever, all the portfolios you have, they will be reporting you that these are their performance or these are their review goals, their review sets, achievement they want to achieve. And on the basis of that, you need to review your budget. Is it okay, Key?
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any other question like till now? And like please try to speak something because sometimes I'm not sure that what you're getting or something. So please try to speak something or text something. Hello? Yeah, okay. Cool. So I think now I will go through slides. So maybe we can still get something. Okay. So I think in like if you read this presentation, you can see like what you can get if you have budget. So if you have budget, there are three points that you can get. So it's like financial control of the organization. So how you control the organization. So that is where the method of budgeted versus actual come in the picture. So what as an BPF, what you need to do is every month you need to do review of budgeted versus actual performance. So if you are right now it's April month. So at the end of April month, what you need to do is you need to write down the actual numbers with the budgeted amount. So you need to measure that what is the actual performance, budgeted, budget. So for that you will understand that these are the things that these are the expenses that they are over, compared to budgeted. So you can control. If you don't know that what is a budgeted amount, then you cannot control it. So let's take an example that you had budget that in the month of April you are going to spend 10,000 for renovation of office, or maybe putting some R&R campaign, rewards and recognition campaign. So you already had budgeted that you are going to spend 10,000 RM for R&R, but suddenly at the end of April month you realize that you have already spent 20,000 instead of 10,000. So you already spent 20,000, double. You already spent double amount than what you already budgeted. So that is what your budget is overshoot. Means you are doing more expensive than what you already budgeted. So budget is a guide. Budget is a guide for us to know that what is the limit, or how we need to spend our money, and how we are going to get our money back. So that is one of the benefit for us, that financial control of the organization. Another is tracking of the organization action plan. So here is again you can track the performance. Every month you can see that what is the achievement of all the portfolio. Is any other portfolio which is not performing well? As I mentioned in the earlier example, that if IGV has already planned that they are going to do 25 activities by quarter one end, and if in the month in the quarter one end you realize that they have done only 10, so you know that now their performance is under, so they are not performing more. So you should know that you can track actually their performance, that they are not doing as they set their budget or their targets. So you should know that at the end of the year, they are not going to achieve what they exactly planned for entire year. So that is where you can track that what is the performance of organization. And again, the most important thing is preventive or corrective role in the organization. So again, I will come back here. Okay, so the third topic that you already seen. So the benefit of budget is that you can take any corrective actions, or any things that you can get solutions. So I just want to share one normal topic. I hope you all are aware about planning, right? So planning, why we do planning in the organization? So we do plan so that we know in the present that these are the probable situation that going to come in the future, and we have to face it. So we need to plan. So planning is a tool to avoid uncertainty about future. Cool, right? I'm seeking for feedback, guys.
Cool.
Yeah. So speak something. Please everyone, unmute your microphone. Everyone, please unmute your microphone. At least I am looking for your feedback so that I can have an interactive session. Can everyone unmute the microphone, please? Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Hi. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, please speak something. Make some noise. Yeah. Otherwise, I will think that you are sleeping and no one is listening to me. Make some noise, guys, please. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, yeah. So please, when I ask any question, please reply to that. At least I know that where we are. I really request all of you that please feedback. Please give me your instant feedback so that I know that where we are going. Because it's I don't want to give boring speeches. So better we interact more. Cool. Oh. Yeah, and you can also raise some question in the while when I'm speaking something, you can simply come up with your question. So it would be much better for me to explain it. Okay, so what I was saying, so it's like yeah, perfect, like a pool, perfect. So what I was saying that like why corrective actions we can take is like as a planning is a tool, like we do plan to avoid uncertainty in the future. So the same thing is like budget is a numerical plan. So in terms of simply, if you think that budget is something that like through budget only we know that what we are going to do in future, like what are the future probable income that we are going to get and what are the future probable expenses that we are going to make. So through that you know that these are the prospective thing. And now through that what you can do that if you already know through budget that in the month of May you are going to spend 100 RM or maybe 1000 RM for particular thing, then you will make strategy for that how you are going to get it. Or maybe like just realize that you already know that your IGV is already underperforming. It means you should like it's alarm for you, because like at the end of the year your budget, like entire budget, like you should know that are you doing profit or loss. Because like even though like ISEC is a not for profit organization, but we still need profit to sustain or for like survival or for good service that we want to do. So at then we need to ensure that we are going to do a profitable business. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So budget. How can we use budget? So if you realize that your IGV instead of 25 they're doing only 10, so you need to make like other strategies that how you are going to compensate that expense. And like if I'm not sure, like if I'm not wrong, like if you all measure your performance, like quarter one performance, you are like right now you already have your performance. If you check, like most of your LC might be having like overperformance or underperformance. Like we cannot do exactly what we target. And maybe generally it happens that like when people plan, they usually plan like thinking that everything will be good or something, so they plan more. But sometimes what happens that like because of some uncertainty or because of some situation, you cannot achieve that goal. So that's where like you underperform. So now if you already know that these are the expenses or these are the probable loss of income, loss of income means your IGV is going to perform less, means you will have less income from IGV. So for the same way, as I mentioned here, that the last topic, that is preventive or corrective role in the organization. So it means if you know already that your IGV is not going to get you more income, you should try to reduce some expense for the same thing. So like maybe if you are going to spend some money for IGV or like particular for some project, you should cut down the project, because if you don't do that, then at the end of the year you will realize that you have made loss. So budget is a tool to like take any corrective actions or to take some corrective decisions. So that's how again it's help us as a budgeting is a helping tool. Now I will just go to the next slide. Okay, so why budgeting makes why we need budget? So budgeting makes sure that we can sustainably achieve the plan and keep us accountable for it. Because without a budget, you are like a pilot in the dark. So like everything is explained here. If we don't have budget, then we are uncertain. It's like full of uncertainty. And to cut down that certainty, what we do is to plan. So with plan, you can remove the uncertain things in certainty. And if you convert the plan into budget, that is how you know that how you will going to achieve it. So budget is like without budget, you are like a pilot in the darkness. You are driving unknownly. So that's how what is the importance of budget and why we need budget. So these are the checkpoints. If you all can see that how like why budget is required. So it's like all budgets are planned before the term start with monthly structure. So like I think I have gone through your budget and it's already monthly bracketed. So like you have to cut down your budget into monthly targets so that you know that every month what is the performance that you are going to achieve. The second topic is action goal are translated into budgeted income. Yeah. So I already mentioned you that like departments or the portfolio they target their exchanges like action goal. So what we need to do is we need to translate that budget like a goal into budget income. And budget is approved by the board. So like who is board? Can anyone tell me who is board? Can anyone tell me who is board? Like who can approve the budget? Hello people. Hello. Hello.
Maya, can you repeat your question?
Yeah. So, like I just asked you the question. So here, if you can see, budget is approved by the board. So, like anyone know who is board? Like, what does it mean by board? Sorry, can you type the question? Yeah. Please see here. I can show you. Budget is approved by board.
LCVP, Excel, and LTP.
Okay. Any other reply? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think 9 participants. Can I get response for everyone? Thanks a lot for your reply. Executive board, LCBPF, LCBPF, executive board. Okay, what about Go? Me, NG. Oh yeah, she already said that. Okay, so I think thanks for reply, and the right answer is executive board. So when we talk about the board means like it's passed by board means executive board. Cool. And like those who mentioned about like LCVP, those like who mentioned that LCVPF and LCP are only LCVP. So like LCVPF and LCP, like they are the like only LCPF who is going to prepare and maintain the budget, but he cannot approve budget himself or like LCP. So to pass the budget, they need consent of entire executive board. So board means executive board. Perfect. Okay, then next the topic is budget is updated at least once per month. So here, like when they're talking that like budget is updated at least per month, it does not mean that you have to like update every month only. Maybe it's possible you can do fortnightly or weekly. Like if like the more frequency you will use, the more like quick reaction you can do. So it's like a corrective strategy. So here, like they mentioned that you have to review your budget monthly at least. So they are talking at least once a month. But if you do fortnightly, it's better for you because the more like frequently you review your budget, you will realize that what is the performance that you are doing, and it's good for you to take any corrective action. So if you realize that in the 15 days, particular performance, like particular department is facing some problem or something, you should come up with a solution. So like I just want to share with all of you, like as a financiers, as a CFO, we are not doing any operation directly, but at the end we are the one who is contributing indirectly. So we cannot do performance like operations directly, but at least we can give them solutions. So what we need to do is we need to analyze. So we are the one who analyze the performance. So like if you do review of the performance every 15 days, then you will realize that these are the portfolios that are not performing well, or maybe these are something they have some problems. So what we need to do is we need to analyze the situation, that these are the performance that they're not doing performance. After reviewing, you will come up with some of the conclusion that these can be the problems, or these can be the things that are not making this department working well, or like these are the problems that's not working like well. So what you can do, you can suggest the particular operational LCVP or like particular VPs that like if you talk about IGV, you can tell the IGV person that you can tell them some suggestions. So like you cannot tell them you have to do this only. So you cannot force them. You cannot give them order. But at least you can give them some suggestions, or like you can give them some of the options, alternatives. That these are the things that they can use it out. So we are the one who gives some suggestions. It's up to them that they want to use it or not. But at least what we need to do is we need to guide them, and we need to tell them, like as a third party opinion, we need to give them another opinion that I think that this is a performance that is happening in your department, and maybe you can try something out so that it will be better for you. Cool? Financiers, hello? Yeah. Like a bull. Perfect. Okay. Then again, like they already mentioned, the last topic, replanning of budget is done every quarter MC and every semester LCs. So I think you can you can see here there, like this presentation is provided from the Global Finance Board, and you can see they have already mentioned that replanning budget is done every quarter for MC. So I think in Malaysia they will be doing a quarterly review of their budget, and as on every LC, all LCs, you have to do your review of budget every 6 months, so like semester. And in that review, what you can do, you can analyze the performance of the past 6 months, and on the basis of that, again you have to review. And so means you can change the numbers of the performance. Okay, now the next topic, how does it help you with? So how your budget and budgeting process should look like. So these are the 5 tick mark or like topics that you have to understand. So they are talking about every project with turnover above 50% of the LC budget or 20% of the MC budget need to have separate budget and be controlled as such. So here they're talking that like just imagine that you have like, let's take an example of particular one LC. If one LC has a budget of 10,000 RM, so it's like 100% 10,000 RM income. What is that budgeted income? So if their total budget is of 10,000 RM, and if any of their particular project or something, it would exceed the 20% of total. So if you have particular one project in your LC which is costing more than 2,000 RM, so that is 20% of your total budget. So if your like separate project is more than 20% of total budget, you need to make a separate budget for that. So that's why you need to make a separate budget. You need to again review it up separately. Is it cool? Hello?
Yes, cool.
Yeah, cool.
Yes.
Yeah. And the same thing, like if 50% of the LC budget, and I just misspelled. So 50% of the LC budget and 20% of the MC budget. So you can just see here. Then the next topic, point is new customer flow is implemented. So like if you are making budget, then you have to make sure that you maintain or you implement the customer flow that you have in your LC or in your organization. The third topic is budget are planned in the profit, and that's like I think this is one thing that like sometimes what some LCs do, that they budget they make a budget by getting their plans, and sometimes they show that losses, like they indicate the losses. So it is not advisable to make your budget in loss. So just a question. So I just reply here, like is any of your like LC finances have any of your budget in loss right now? Like, can everyone tell me that your budget is in profit or loss? The total surplus that you see in the balance. So everyone of you have you have your own budget of your LC. So if you see that there will be the income, total income, like direct income, exchange income, and if you make the total, and then you reduce, like you cut down the expenses from that. So that is where the final amount comes, surplus, profit or loss. So like just can everyone reply here that is your budget is in profit or loss? Just text here. Yeah, when you talk about profit or loss, it's about for particular 1 year key. So it's okay, like if for particular one season, if it's a loss, it's okay. At the end, we need to see that your budget. It's loss. Okay. Profit. What about others? So I think there is one.
Maya, just one question from me.
Yeah.
Is it necessary for all the product is in profit?
So like there is no mandatory thing. So like even if you are running any product on loss, it's up to you, because at the end it depends on your business strategy. Because maybe like if you have your strategy that in the initial 6 months you're going to make loss, and after that you will be having a huge profit. So at the end, like your business strategy will decide that like how you want to go. But using the wise decision, you should not have any of your product in the loss. So like if you realize that your product, like a particular portfolio, is in loss, you can have option that maybe you can try to cut down the expenses and you convert it into a profitable product, or else you have to shut down that business, or maybe like shut down that particular product. So it is always advisable that your all individual product should be in profit. And if it's not profit, then what you have to do? Only two things you can do. Either you increase the income, means like you have to increase the EP fees or like whatever amount you're getting, or else what you can do, you can cut down the expenses. But at the end, it should be in profit. So either you increase your income or reduce your cost, but it should be in profit. So here, thanks, Steve. So like I get one text from Go. Go Ding Tai. So she is writing here that for P box only, if include the fixed cost, national fees, it's in loss, right? Can you speak here? Can I talk to her? Go. Hello. Yeah. So when you were mentioning about national fee, is it a national fee of previous year or just current year? I can't hear you properly. Or maybe you can text. Here. Okay, so even I can write here. So you are mentioning that if you include your fixed cost. Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Where is that girl? Sorry, not
I
girl,
think
like,
he left
person.
group. Maybe because of internet connection. I think you can proceed first. Later, when he join back, I will like copy paste the question for him.
Okay. He can check the video, but I think it's okay. I just answer his question because he has a question here that is it include only fixed cost management fee, and if he include his fees, then it's showing loss. So we're discussing. Okay, I will try to first complete the slide so that you don't miss it. And please, can you just tell me how many minutes we left now? How much time do we have now? Hello.
Yes. Sorry everyone. I forgot to check the time. It's already 7:34. Yeah. So the meeting is supposed to be end by 7:30.
Sorry, I don't know. Exactly, do we have time right now? Any minutes? Can you just tell me?
According to the agenda, it's supposed to end by 7:30. So I'm not sure if everyone. I mean, how much time that you need more, or if anyone can stay longer for the meeting.
No, I think I will just finish my slide because even I don't want to take more time. If it's already over, then
Yes.
I think we have left with only few topics. So I will finish it first.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is the last page.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to check the time.
Yeah, it's okay because yeah, okay. So that is I think the last thing that we talked about, that budget are planned in the profit only. I hope everyone is listening. So budget are planned in the profit only. So if any of you have your budget in loss, please check it out that you don't have don't include your liability or assets, because sometimes there is a misunderstanding that some of the LCs they include the liability in the budget. So if you include your MC liability, then your budget might be showing loss, but you're not adding your assets. So for that, I will explain in the next session that how to use assets and liability in the budget to show the true picture. Because sometimes what happens that people show the liability in the budget, but they don't show their assets. So that's where receivables, you might be having payable to MC, but at the same time you might be having receivable from MC or other entity or other MCs that you're not showing in the budget, and that's how your budget turn up to be in loss. So try to make sure that your budget is in the profit. When you plan, it should be in profit. And the second last topic is a price in the entity are aligned and review every year. Yeah. So in the budget at the end, what we want to say is profit. So profit is depend on your price. So if you review your price, make sure that your price is reasonable, that can earn you the profit. So you're not making loss. Otherwise, that loss will take you to the shutdown of the business and your entity. And the last topic is calculation of MC affiliation fees is reviewed every year. Yeah. So again, MC affiliation fee is based on the performance that and the services that MC provide to LCs. So it should be reviewed every year. And with this, I think we finish with the LC learning, because these are the modules. Wait. This is again LCBPF. Okay. So again, I think I will go fast. So you all can. I think you all are seeing this, but still I will just budgeting checklist for the LCBPF. All the budgets are planned before the term start with budget structure. That I hope you have done this. Acts and goals are translated into budget as income target. So yeah, again, you have to do is it's conversion of your goals into numbers. Budget is approved by the board. We already these are the all checklists that we already mentioned in the earlier slide. Budget is updated at least once per month, but if you want, you can do fortnightly also. Replanning of MC budget is done every quarter and every semester for LC. So as he mentioned that if you want to change the number, he can change in the 6 months. So according to you can change your numbers based on your actual performance. every project with turnover above 50 and 20% of the MC budget needs to have separate budget. We already mentioned it. The new customer flow is implemented. Budget are planned with profit, prices, entity are ending with the year. Okay, thank you so much, guys. We have done with this slide. Is everyone okay here?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the last slide was just a replica of the earlier slide. It's like all the topics that we learned. We just need to make sure that we are following and we are complying with that. Does anyone have any question or anything? Please ask if you have any questions. And then, like, if you don't have any question, then we can finish the meeting here because it's. I think we are already over short the time. Grace, you can take the charge now.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Anyone have any question? No question? Okay. Maya, you can stop sharing your screen because I can looking myself here. Yay. Okay. So yeah. Please. Okay. So everyone, very quick. We can go back to the slide here. Because at the end, for every section with all the entity, you need to fill in a survey form for us to know that what thing that we can improve from the section and what thing is good to keep. Okay, you can go to slide number 8 here, and there's a survey form here. Yeah, please click into that. Wait, let me do this. Okay, yeah. So you can have the survey form here. You can click here and actually go to the survey form and submit it. Okay. Please let us know what is the things that is good. What's your learning? Do you think this session is effective? The content is good or not? For us to know what is the feedback that you would like to give us. Okay. Is that cool? Good. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. If you have any question, and then you need to type. Also, you are thinking some of the question. You can also type there because the response I will be sharing with Maya. Then we will see if you have any question or just put. Oh, I have this question I wanted to ask. Yeah. Then we will see on the response to let us know. We will answer the question. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so if there's nothing, thank you for everyone attending this meeting. I really appreciate for here. Personally, for myself, I also learned something new from Maya's session. Hopefully, everyone as well. Yeah, so thank you for attendance. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask us. Don't be shy. And then let's together achieve a better and stronger finance in ASEC Malaysia. Okay, bye-bye. Remember to submit your GFB survey. Thank you. See you.